Hello and welcome to Everything To Guppy, the Binding of Isaac podcast that covers every chapter, character, boss, chapter, and item in the Binding of Isaac series of video games. My name is Gary Butterfield, and with me as always is a man who has his own dark place, Will Hughes, Morangi.
Dark place, dark place, dark place, dark place.
Mm-hmm.
Man, what if someone listening to the show hasn't watched Garth Marenghi's Dark Place?
That'd be sad. It's real good. There's only like 12 episodes. It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube, yeah.
Yeah. It's maybe there's 6 episodes. It's not very long.
Yeah, no, it's super short. It's the first place I ever saw Matt Berry.
Mm-hmm.
Have you watched the What We Do in the Shadows TV show?
Nope, but I have an update on that.
Yeah?
I resubscribed to Hulu.
Congratulations, Gary.
Thank you.
Coming up in the world.
I usually try to only have one subscription service running at a time, but I felt like I wanted to watch Seinfeld. So. It's on Hulu. Chapter Sunday. Chapter. 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 I really like that ba-da-da-da. That's how you know it's like we're really in for some fun. Like a fun commercial's coming up.
You know, there's like a little documentary about the guy. Do you know he composed new versions of that for every single episode?
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't see the documentary, but I read that before. There's also that joke in the good Jason Segel movie, Freaking Sarah Marshall, where he's scoring that CSI funny CSI parody, and he does the Seinfeld slap bass. That's good.
Should I see that?
Yeah, it's funny.
All right.
Yeah, that stands up pretty well. It's good. I mean, it has a little bit of that like late 2000s Apatow stink.
Yeah,
but it is funny. So
and that much more pungent Russell Brand stink.
It does have Russell Brand in it. Yeah.
God, Gary, real fast. I need you to clear your mind.
Okay, X Russell Brand. Were you going to ask me what his Organization 13 name was going to be?
I was not, but that's great. Okay. I want you to I know you take everything seriously. I need to take this very seriously. Okay. Kind of get to a meditative blank space. And now I'm going to say a phrase, and I want you to give me your sense impressions, okay?
Okay.
Russell Brand's smell.
Strong cologne.
Uh-huh.
Hairspray.
Yeah.
Like wet.
Like wet person or wet dog?
No, like wet person.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Really, really strong cologne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe a faint scent of dick cheese?
Yeah, he does seem kind of like the seldom shower.
Yeah, I think he probably believes a lot in the potency of his own oils.
Yeah, he's working on pheromones.
Oh my God, he says the word pheromone
a lot,
7 times a day.
Do you think that he rubs a wash rag on his armpit and then rubs on the back of his neck and behind his ears?
Is the idea to spread the armpit smell to his ears?
Yeah, so girls smell his pheromones more.
I feel like he travels in just a cloud, like a Pigpen-esque cloud of fuck scent. Like
Stacy X.
Exactly.
The Organization 13 version of Stacy.
Or Dawkin.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I had Dawkin your pay.
Or the Mandrill. Does the
son, of course.
Yeah. Does the Mandrill, he can control women's minds. Does he do pheromones?
Yes, I think so. The Mandrill is really funny because he's not like a guy.
No, he's a monkey.
He's a sentient Mandrill. He's he's the slightly goofier version of the grotesque purple man.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Of course, we're talking about the dark room, this dark subject material.
Yeah. We're finally taking this show dark, Gary.
Yeah. I should watch what we do in the shadows, right?
It's good. It's good.
List. I really want to watch it. I love those guys. I just have not watched it yet. The dark room.
It does a weird thing because one of the main characters is one of the guy's familiars.
Mm-hmm.
It means there is a human character to care about. And it does kind of I still love it, but it undoes a little bit. It's not as
mean as you want it to be.
It's more just like the movie. Have you seen the movie?
Oh, many times.
Okay. The movie doesn't have a human character for you to hook onto. So you are forced to just kind of like empathize with these assholes.
Yeah.
And because you can because there's a character like a human to empathize with, it does change the dynamic a little bit.
Right from the start. Like there's a couple of humans who show up in the movie who are very funny, but like they're not figures of empathy and they show up late.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could see how that would change the tone a little bit. And also why they pitched it that way, for TV.
Yeah, and also it's still very funny and very good. And also it's got Matt Berry doing a Seinfeld porn parody.
Yeah, I like that.
Called Seinfuck.
Very good.
Yeah,
very good. Yeah. Let's talk about the Dark Room.
Let's do it, Gary. Or
what we
I could pull up. I could pull up the members of the real Organization 13, and we could.
Are they different?
They are, Gary.
Entirely different?
Almost entirely. I believe Zigbar is the only holdover.
How many games are there?
Gary, without looking at anything, I am going to try to list all of the Kingdom Hearts games right now, okay?
That's the thing we're going to do now, because I think I'm out of Organization 13. You get one per year.
Okay. Kingdom Hearts.
Okay.
Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories.
Oh, please continue.
Kingdom Hearts 2.
Okay.
Kingdom Hearts 358 and a half days. Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance. Kingdom Hearts Recoded, which is a DS remake of Kingdom Hearts Coded, which was a cell phone game. Kingdom Hearts Key, as in like the Greek letter key, which was a web browser game. And then Kingdom Hearts 3.
Okay.
And then they put out a rhythm game, I think. They recently put out a rhythm game. I think that's, not counting like all of the different re-releases and recompilations, I think that's all of them.
Well, listeners, we'll know if he's correct.
Yeah, drag my ass. Get me on my Twitter address, which is at JGGreer.
Mm-hmm.
At Z Handlin.
At Z Handlin. Thank you. Let's move on from Jeremy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeremy hasn't played all the Kingdom Hearts games. He doesn't deserve this. The Dark Room is a worse version of the chest.
Yeah, it both like on purpose and also just it's a bummer.
Yeah. It started like it's mostly a bummer because instead of getting 4 golden chests that always have items, you get 4 red chests, which oftentimes just have bombs and flies and shit.
Yeah.
Not great. Every other chest on the floor will turn into an item.
Yeah,
it's just the beginning.
Yeah, it's just 4 items less. It is quite a bit harder than the chest. You get here by having the negative.
Yes.
And then going to, and then beating Satan in Sheol.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And this is one of the harder areas. Like this has hard enemies, in general, like weird things like the Camillo Juniors.
Yeah. Those things are really rough. They're the floating eyeballs that shoot lasers.
Yep. In the cloud, you get a lot of the red ghosts, like the brimstone ghosts, weird, like the black maw, like that thing that looks like one of the, aliens from Fallout 2, which are not aliens. I understand that. Don't follow me, but they look real weird. You never see them like rare.
The Wanamingos.
Wanamingos. Thank you. Named after the famous mine. You end up with these weird rare enemies. And then you have a boss fight at the end, which I think that we're split on. I think I like the lamb and you don't, or vice versa.
I don't like the lamb very much. No.
Okay.
Well, Gary, you have to know whether you like it. You have to know whether you like it, buddy.
Don't tell me what I have to know.
Okay.
I don't have to know anything right now. It's 89 degrees in my apartment. And there's no air moving because I can't have a fan on. So I am.
And you've got 14 Organization 13 members floating around in your brain.
Why didn't they do 15?
Ooh!
Or if there were 12. See, if there were 12, I think it would actually be pretty funny.
Ooh! And then it turns out that the player has been the 13th member. See, not Sora, but the player.
You're 10 times cooler than Nomura. I mean that sincerely. But only 10 times.
Okay.
And I think he sucks ass.
Sounds nice is a burn.
Yeah. Boy, my chair is wet. It is incredibly wet. I'm going to wipe down the chair with like a Lysol alcohol wipe.
I would suggest you burn it, but ain't going to work.
Well, it's also a very expensive chair. I don't want to burn it.
You fucking braggart.
I went and bought myself a gamer chair because my back hurt really bad from sitting and recording off all day. So I put a little money into it. You know what else, braggart? When I move, I'm going to get a standing desk.
Ooh.
Yeah. Big brag energy. But if I'm going to keep doing this for a job.
Brag energy, the original form of Zigbar.
Oh, okay. So you're pushing it.
Am I pushing it?
Yeah, because every time you say one of these things, it's another minute before I can forget the name Zigbar. And I need to forget about Zigbar. I can't die. What if I die? I don't want to die knowing who Zigbar is.
I mean, Gary, I don't know if you have a choice on that. Yeah. I mean, he is a sniper, so often when they die, they don't know.
He's a sniper?
He's a sniper.
What weapon did he have?
The gun blade thing.
Oh, okay. You don't snipe with a gun blade. It's a short-range gun.
In his boss fight in Kingdom Hearts 2, it puts the crosshairs on the screen like the first boss of Battletoads.
I don't think you snipe with a... Where do you even put your eye up to on a gun blade to snipe?
I mean, he's only got the one. He's only got the one eye, Gary.
Well, that's probably how he lost his eye, and he probably isn't going to have the other one for very long.
By putting a gun blade too close to his eye?
Yeah, it's fucking dumb. And the kickback from a gun?
Gary, I can admit, when I was whenever Final Fantasy VIII came out,
yeah,
I thought Gunblade was real fucking cool.
I thought it was cool too, even though it's, in retro, I like Final Fantasy VIII. I'm not opposed to that game. I liked it a lot at the time. I have some interest in revisiting it. When people cite it as a thing that's oh no, the combat's really fun because it's an interactive part, I have to call kind of bullshit because it's one character and barely.
And does a little bit of extra damage. Yeah. That is complete horseshit. It's
like when people bring up the charging the summons by tapping square.
Also terrible, yeah.
Yeah, just horrible.
Yeah. You motherfuckers need to go play a Mario and Luigi game. That is good active combat.
Yep, it can be done. It's just this ain't it. It's
or Shadow Hearts, Gary. The Judgment Ring.
Hearts. Yeah, Judgment Ring, man. Not a bad version of that. Or you could just give up the genre.
Or yeah, you could just destroy the genre and make good games.
Yeah, it'd be all right about drunk detectives solving crimes.
Or children with keyblades.
One or the other.
Saving the universe. Those are the two games.
The two types of games. I would actually, that would actually be okay because I would like half the games, which is more than I like now.
It's true.
Half of all video games would be pretty good. Half of them would be shit, but right now I feel 70% or so are shit.
Yeah. Either way, we're still beating Sturgeon's Law.
Yeah. Yeah. And is that a name after a fish? What's Sturgeon's Law again?
90% of everything is crap. It's Theodore Sturgeon, the science fiction author.
The famous fish.
The famous... Oh, you know what, Gary? It's Mr. Limpet's Law.
Okay. Golly. Speaking
Gary,
of Kingdom Hearts.
You want to give me a little more of that Don Adams?
Andy, you going to put that drunk in jail, Andy?
Oh, golly gee, Andy. I gotta go fuck Irma.
Oh, we're gonna go fuck Irma.
Oh, wait, are you my doppelganger? Or am I gonna
Mr.
die?
Limp Dick.
Did you just say the incredible Mr. Limp Dick?
Yeah. Do you think his friends called him that?
I don't know. I think he fucked a lot is the thing.
Incredible Mr. Limp Dick?
No, just Don Adams in general.
Don Knotts, you mean?
Shit, Gary, you're right. I was thinking of that guy whose niece got crushed flat.
Oh, yeah. You mean Inspector Gadget?
Played by
Matthew Broderick.
French Stewart, sorry.
Is there anything more to say about this fucking floor?
It's hard, and it's just it's not, it doesn't feel very fun. It's better than The Void. You
know what's frustrating about it? It's impossible to see secret rooms. Right? If I recall, you can't really see the walls, so it's really hard to, there are secret rooms.
Oh, yeah, the walls are interesting. It's a weird void.
Yeah.
I do kind of like that.
Yeah, I mean, I like it visually. I remember feeling getting here at one point and, being right on the edge, going for a completion mark against the lamb, and really looking for a secret room to get some health and just being very frustrated and bombing every wall.
Yeah.
So, excuse me. Little musubi burp.
Little what?
Musubi. I had some leftover musubi.
I don't know what musubi is, Gary.
It is a Hawaiian thing that is sushi ingredients and Spam kind of put together. So it's a little rice.
Where'd you get that from?
808.
Okay, I got to check that out. That sounds good.
It's good. Man, I'm turning around on Spam like a real life Hawaiian.
Spam was like the joke food that we in the tuba line and marching band, we would always have a spork full of raw Spam before a competition.
I didn't know you could eat it raw.
It's not pleasant.
Yeah, it seems unpleasant. Like it's a gross substance, but when you cook it, it's delicious.
Yeah, it's kind of a grit. It's very gritty and very salty.
Mm-hmm.
But it's technically cooked.
Yeah, and if you put a little teriyaki sauce and some rice on there, it's real tasty.
Yeah.
Patreon.com/Duckfeed.tv.
Give us some money.
Give some money.
I think just on words alone, we earned it this week.
A lot of words in this episode, man.
So many last episode, a lot of words.
Yeah, the word count was huge.
So many phonemes.
Yeah. Yeah, lots of syllables. If you like syllables, you will like this podcast.
No one can argue there weren't sounds in that one.
Yeah. So stop arguing it.
All right. And then for the rating and the review, Gary, I did send you the link to the ratings and review page in Skype. If you could go ahead and open that. We got a little playlet to read for this review.
Okay, let me pull that open. Breaking my don't look at reviews.
Sure. This one is 5 stars. It's from Everybody Loves Guppy.
Okay, let me pull that one up.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
And I just, normally I would like do your voice for it, but this is a riff on one of my favorite bits of dialogue in all of gaming, so I'm excited to do it.
Yeah. Your appointment to FEMA should be finalized within the week.
You fuck off, Butterfield.
I know. That should be your favorite piece of dialogue in video games.
What can change the nature of a podcast? Then this is my final question. What can change the nature of a podcast?
The question is meaningless.
Nonetheless, before there is an ending between us, I will hear your answer.
Then this is my answer, and you are the proof. Nothing can change the nature of a podcast.
You're wrong. If there is anything I have learned in my travels across the Binding of Isaac Wiki, it is that many things may change the nature of a podcast. Whether abruptly ending every episode after 10 minutes, or reading synopses for the 90s sci-fi TV show Sliders, or pretending to be Donald Duck, or doing a 2-hour audio commentary for the 2019 film Cats. Whatever you believe can change the nature of a podcast, can.
Then you've learned a false lesson, broken one.
Have I? I've seen belief move bus stations, make Brahms the boy stave off death, and turn an evil wizard's heart half-circle. This entire network has been constructed from belief. Belief damned an audience, whose heart clung to the hope that 2 others would talk about the latest item, trinket, boss, or monster without going off topic, when they would not. Once, it made an anti-comedy show ostensibly about an Edmund Macmillan roguelite seek immortality and achieve it. And it has made a posturing co-host think he is something more than a part of that show.
Your defiance will hurt you more than any wound in this place. Belief cannot change the nature of a podcast.
I think it can. I think belief could even give me a 5-star review if I believed it enough. 5 stars.
5 stars. Yeah, that's very good.
Yeah, well done. Everybody Loves Guppy, who I assume has already written like 3 different reviews under different.
Hell yeah. Keep it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you very much.
Juke the system.
Yep, juke the system, and also good poll.
Good poll, and
good night.
Good night.